We've got some Week 5 OFL action as the 4-0 undefeated New England Patriots head out to Tampa Bay to take on the 3-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by rookie quarterback out of the Ohio State University, Theodore Fox Jr. New England has obviously made the OFL Bowl 2 years in a row, losing in dramatic fashion last year, and now they're going to try to get back to the big game, and so far they've certainly been the best team in the conference. Now with the addition of Saquon Barkley, they're even better. Let's go first down here. First play from scrimmage. Jared Goff going up the middle just a little for a gain of 29 to one of his three big targets. That's Adam Thielen. He also has Mike Evans and Keenan Allen at wide receiver, along with George Kittle at tight end. 3rd and 3 now. Travis Etienne gets the rock, and he does not get the first down, wrapped up by, I believe, Dylan Cole. So now here's a field goal attempt for New England. It goes off the crossbar and no good. The kick was too short. That's what she said, and to be specific, that's what she told me. Score remains tied at 0. Here's Theodore Fox, the first quarterback off the board in this year's past draft, with a nice 16-yard pass over to his target. Bucks moving slowly but surely. Now here's the field goal unit, 4th and 4, to make the kick, and Tampa Bay is on the board. They will make it 3-0. Good start so far for the Bucks. New England wants to get into a little bit of a groove now offensively after a decent first drive that just did not result in points, and they want to start this one off with a bang. Handoff for Saquon Barkley in his first game after being traded from the Broncos down the sideline. Welcome to New England, buddy. Saquon Barkley with his first carry, and boy, it's a big one. Gain of 33 to about the 40. Very next play for New England. Back to Barkley. This time he goes backwards. For every long gain you're going to get in the run game, you're going to get losses of yards like that. Linval Joseph brings him down, 3rd and 13. Jared Goff saying, you yeet, you win. But instead he's going to get picked off by Carlton Davis. You can't spell intercepted without the D. Bucks get it back now here in the second quarter. Theodore Fox on first down, going to look to throw it under pressure. Evades the pressure from one defender, but he's going to be sacked. Shane Wright with the initial contact. Joey Bosa is the one who ends up bringing him down. So now the Bucks are going to punt it. Travis Etienne on the return. Breaks a few tackles, and he's gone. Travis Etienne with the touchdown. And the Patriots will take the lead. Etienne obviously now the backup for this team with the addition of Saquon Barkley, but Barkley can be lightning, and Travis Etienne can be your thunder. Bucks now with it. Ezekiel Elliott with a nice run to about the 39. There's a flag, an additional 15 on the face mask for New England. Bucks now have it at the goal line. 2nd and 1. Gotta feed the beast. The big fella, Ezekiel Elliott, for the touchdown, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will regain the lead late here in the second. New England back with it. Goff dropping back to throw it. Short pass is going to be caught on 3rd down by Travis Etienne for a gain of 15. Despite the demotion, it's still been a busy day for Etienne. He's gotten almost an equal amount of carries to Barkley as Goff now gets it to the 30 to Keenan Allen. Now for the 21. On 3rd and 1. Gets it to Mike Evans for the touchdown. Probably the best receiver in this entire league. Mike Evans making the play. Now New England will regain the lead. Not much time left to go in the second as Fox evades one sack but is brought down. There's former OFL Bowl MVP Delvin Smith making the play. So then the Bucks are going to go for the punt. As time expires, I don't know why they just didn't let the clock run out. New England picks it up and will get the touchdown on the blocked punt. Jalen Mills is the one who makes the play. I just don't get what kind of blasphemous call that is by the Bucks to punt it there. All they had to do was let the clock go. Now instead of being down by 4, they're down by 11. And when Joey Bosa's on the other side, things don't get easy. Bosa sacks Theo Fox. New England now with it, up by 11 all of a sudden. The Bucks had the lead for a very vast majority of the first half as Goff gets it to Adam Thielen, who does not want to be tackled, eventually brought down at the 44. Now from the 22, 3rd down and inches. Can New England punch it in? The answer is no. Saquon Barkley loses about 3 on the play. Derek, who let the Wolves out, Derek Wolf, brings him down. Giorgio Tavecchio will make the field goal New England now up by 14. Bucs got to score on this drive or else they are in trouble. And when in doubt, feed the big fella, Ezekiel Elliott. He breaks a few tackles and he's gone. 46 yards to the house. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will cut the lead in half, making it a 7-point affair. They're not going to lead this game without scratching and clawing. First down, Goff breaks a couple sacks, is eventually brought down. Cassius Marsh is the one who got him for a loss of about a lot of yards. I think like 14. Now 3rd and 16 to open up the 4th. You yeet, you win! Mike Evans with the grab, and he's gone. 69 yards. Nice. For the touchdown. And the New England Patriots will make it a 2-score game just like that. Things aren't going to get any better. Joey Bosa brings down Theodore Fox once again. 4th and 4 now at the 31. Tampa Bay saying they might as well go for it. Don't really have another choice. As Fox completes the pass, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do not get the first down. So now New England has it. Going to try to put the ice in the dagger and the money in the grave. George Kittle brings it to about the 4. New England is getting awfully close. 2nd and goal from about the 1 now. As Goff going to hand it off for Travis Etienne. He gets the score. And now the Patriots will make it a 3-possession game. And at this point, we're going to simulate because there's no real chance for the Buccaneers to win this game. Doesn't look like their offense is doing too hot. Theodore Fox would eventually throw an interception. And, yeah, Tampa Bay has this game lost. The Bucs are a good team, but New England is clearly a better team, and the Bucs have a lot of work to do if they would like to contend for the playoffs. Both teams ran the ball pretty well, but Jared Goff was just noticeably better in this one than the rookie Theodore Fox Jr., and Fox definitely has some work to do, but he's talented. Here's a look at both box scores. Jared Goff was obviously really solid outside of the interception. It seems like the Bucs play calling, I feel like, was just too conservative in the past game. Fox's longest completion was only for 16 yards. Saquon Barkley in his Patriot debut with 69 rushing yards. Nice. And today was just the Joey Bosa show defensively. Brian O'Neill allows 4 sacks. Joey Bosa was just dominant, and the Bucs did not have an answer for him. Let's look now around at the rest of the league. The OAFC North might be the most strangest division in this league, and the Bengals defeat the Browns 20-7. Cincinnati improves to 2-2. Despite their win, Dak Prescott with 2 more interceptions. Dak has now thrown 9 picks, which leads the league, and the Bengals have already had their bye week, so that's not ideal for Dak. Vikings beat the Bears 24-27, and this NFC North division is a mess. It's been a mess since Season 1, and it is still a mess. You can't tell me this is a competitive division when the team leading the division is 2-3. Both the Vikings and Bears now go to 2-3. Packers have started off slow. Lions are just flat out bad. Next up, the Chargers beat the Eagles 31-28 despite a 14-point fourth quarter from Philly. Marquise Way and this offense are playing really well, but the Eagles' defense has really struggled up to this point, allowing some big point totals. They allowed 30-plus to Dallas, allowed 42 to San Francisco, so this defense just has to get better. Their offense can score points, but that doesn't mean anything if they're allowing 30 a game. Panthers finally on the win column. They defeat the Jets 19-14. The Jets have been surprisingly good this season. Obviously, they were not a great team last year. Nobody really expected them to be much of a competitor this year, but they're currently 3-2, playing some good football. We're seeing a lot of progression so far from Justin Herbert, their quarterback. The 2 biggest surprises so far this season, the Raiders and the Ravens. Turns out Baltimore gets the win in a pretty close game, and the Baltimore Ravens are now 5-0. The Ravens made the OAFC Championship back in Season 1. Last year they went 4-12, so they have already gotten more wins than they did in all of last year. Falcons obliterate the Saints 35-6. Big game in this one for Aaron Rodgers. He throws 3 scores in this one. This NFC South should be an exciting race. Currently, Tampa Bay and Atlanta lead the division with records of 3-2 respectively. Saints and Panthers only have 1 win each. Packers beat the Ravens not the Ravens, the Steelers, sorry, 31-28. And the Packers improved to 2-3 for a three-way tie of first place in the division. One of those teams could go 8-8. Doesn't matter because they'll have home field for their first playoff game. Pittsburgh, meanwhile, the defending OAFC runner-ups, take another loss to the schedule. A game I was really excited for. Two undefeated teams, the 4-0 Titans taking on the 3-0 Seattle Seahawks, and it was as good of a battle as anticipated. Russell Wilson and Baker Mayfield both with near-perfect passer ratings, 4 touchdowns, no picks for each, but it's Seattle who gets the win. Seahawks are now 4-0, and their roster is finally playing up to their talent level, unlike these past couple seasons. Lions and Niners, the best team in the league versus the worst team in the league. Some were expecting a historic blowout, and we did not get a historic blowout, but the Niners do get the win. And San Francisco's offense has been awesome so far this year. Lamar Jackson has been great. Kareem Hunt has been great. Defensively, outside of Khalil Mack and Harrison Smith during Week 1, the Niners' defense has been fairly disappointing in my opinion. Bills beat the Colts 28-13. The Indianapolis Colts, despite having a pretty decent roster, are now 0-5 and in a competitive division with 3 teams who I think are playoff caliber. It's going to be tough for Indianapolis to get back in the race. So, unlike last year, it looks like they'll be in the fight for a high draft pick pretty early. One of those teams in that division race, the Jacksonville Jaguars, smash the Los Angeles Rams 45-10, 4 touchdowns in this one from Dwayne Haskins, one of those underrated quarterbacks in the OFL. Los Angeles now goes down to 1-3. Pretty rough game in this one from quarterback Jordan Love. He throws 2 picks and no touchdowns in this one. Chiefs beat the Cowboys in a high-scoring game, 42-28. Jeff George has been outstanding in this rookie season. He has been great for the Kansas City Chiefs and really led their offense to new levels. Todd Gurley really put the offense on his back last year, even with the GOAT Wes Lunt at the helm, but wasn't enough to really get them far in the playoffs. But now with Jeff George, I think Kansas City is a legitimate OFL Bowl contender. Redskins beat the Giants 31-21. I think your OFL MVP through 5 weeks has to be Tua Tagovailoa. 14 touchdowns and no interceptions for Tua. He has been outstanding. It's just that this Redskins defense has really been a letdown so far this season, but they are 3-2, tied for first in the division, so I definitely do expect them to potentially make a race for a playoff berth. So that'll do it for Week 5. Here's a look at the schedule for Week 6. Got a lot of interesting games on tap, and should be pretty exciting. I forgot to show the Week 7 schedule because Week 6 and 7 will be streamed together on Twitch. If you're not already following that, make sure to do so. Only 4 undefeated teams left. The 49ers and Patriots, the 2 teams that made the OFL Bowl last year. The Seahawks, that makes sense because they're really good on paper. And the Baltimore Ravens. If you told me the Ravens will be undefeated through 5 weeks, I would tell you you're lying. And the OAFC North has nobody under 500. That blows my mind. OAFC South is going to be very competitive. The East should be a race between the Patriots and the Dolphins. And then in the West, Chiefs should have that division pretty easily. I don't really think the Raiders and Chargers are all that special. Broncos are tanking. We all know the ONFC North is a train wreck. Nobody deserves to win this division, but someone will. In the ONFC South, Falcons and Bucks tied at 3-2. In the East, Eagles and Redskins are tied at 3-2. Giants, don't sleep on them either. Cowboys are looking at a top draft pick. And then in the West, the Niners, Seahawks, and Cardinals is going to be one tough race. Those 3 teams are just going to kill each other when it comes to seeding. So here's a look at both conferences, but that ONFC West race should be fun. The Niners, Seahawks, and Cardinals, in my opinion, are the 3 best teams in the conference, all in the same division. It's going to be tough. Your players of the week: Baker Mayfield, Matthew Judon, Dwayne Haskins, and of course, Joey Bosa. That'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like button and subscribe if you're new. And as always, have a good one. Deuces.